Welcome back to Black News Tonight. It is time to see what's going on in these digital streets. Missouri's governor has pardoned the couple that went viral for pointing their weapons at Black Lives Matter protesters last year. St. Louis couple Patricia and Mark McCloskey pled guilty last year after video footage showing the pair pointing their guns at protesters hit the internet. Governor Mike Parson vowed to pardon the couple at the start of their trial and followed through this past Tuesday. Mark McCloskey has announced plans to run for a U.S. Senate seat in Missouri. This ain't even complicated. This is racist people doing racist stuff. Pointing your guns at Black Lives Matter protesters is racist. Saying you're going to pardon them is racist. But it's also what we call a kind of countercultural politics. They know that black people are going to get mad. And in a place like Missouri, a bunch of black people getting mad at you for doing something will make white voters react and vote for you more. So he knows what he's doing. That means we got to organize, we got to vote, we got to get him out. And also, we got to do something about them pointing their guns at us in the first place, because you can't vote your way out of that problem. All right. Remember Central Park Karen? That's right, Amy Cooper. She went viral last May after calling the police on Christian Cooper, a black birdwatcher. She's now talking about the incident for the first time. She joined former New York Times writer and editor Bari Weiss on her podcast. Cooper says her calling the police and telling them that Christian Cooper was threatening her life was not menacing. In fact, she says she didn't know how to take Cooper offering her dog treats while holding a bike helmet. Cooper says she questioned if it was a physical attack against her or her dog. Man, I really wish we could cuss on this show, because that's all I got for Amy Cooper right now, you know? When Amy Cooper was facing legal difficulty, she gave this whole spiel about feeling bad and being apologetic and understanding the problem. She cried crocodile tears. But now that the coast is clear, she got the wrinkles out of her stomach, as the old folks say. That's like when you're poor and you're hungry and then you get some food in your belly. Now that she's eating again and she ain't in trouble, what happens now? Now she's saying, well, maybe he was threatening me. The man was a Harvard-educated bird watcher at Central Park at noon. There is nothing less threatening than a Negro watching real birds in Central Park at noon on Memorial Day. Stop it. And you knew he wasn't threatening you. You just didn't like the fact that he told you to put your dog on the leash. And because of that, your white sense of entitlement and power kicked in, and you said, I'm going to weaponize my white womanhood. I'm going to use my white fragility. I'm going to use my desperate damsel in distress lies to get the police to come out here. You knew what you were doing. You said he's threatening my life. You used the phone and weaponized the police as your personal customer service agency. You made it seem as if somehow he was doing harm when you knew he wasn't. He offered your dog a treat. He didn't pull out an AK-47. Knock it off. You know exactly what you did. But of course, people will sympathize with Amy Cooper, because we always sympathize with whiteness and we always sympathize with white women. They're always vulnerable. They're always in need. They're always scared, and rightfully so. This is the narrative that gets attached to it. Amy Cooper. Amy Cooper, Amy Cooper. There's no redeeming Amy Cooper. Now, I'm not saying as a human being. I'm saying as a Karen. This type of, I'm sorry, I think I'm not allowed to say Karen on TV and no more. Whatever we allowed to say. You are the kind of person that weaponizes whiteness and puts a black person in a position to be murdered by the police. And if I can't say Karen, then I won't say Karen, because I think I'm not allowed to say Karen. I think management said don't say Karen. So I won't call you a Karen, because that would be against company policy. But what I will say, Karen, is that you are wrong. Let's move on to something else more important. Last night, New York City was on fire. New York rap fans around the world tuned in to watch Dipset and The Lox go at it in a Verzuz battle at Madison Square Garden. The show was packed. Everybody was there. Celebrities like Fat Joe and the Los Angeles Lakers' Carmelo Anthony even attended the event. After a long and intense battle, the two groups came together telling the crowd that it was all love. Dipset and The Lox will be going on tour together starting next month. But I want to be clear about something. They came together and said it was about love when it was over, but when they was in the mix, as they said, they were getting chippy. They were aggressive. They was talking real heavy, and I loved every minute of it. But let's also be clear that it wasn't that much of a battle. I love Dipset. Jim Jones, that's my guy. Cameron cracks me up, and he's a great lyricist. He's a rap legend. I love Freaky Zeke. I love Joel Santana. The whole crew, I bang with Dipset, don't get me wrong. But The Lox got busy last night. It wasn't even close. It was a mollywop. You see that debate I had with that senator, that state representative from Utah earlier? If you think that was bad, look at what Jadakiss did to the whole Dipset. He had jokes. He had bars. He had freestyles. You want to say you ain't got nothing for the ladies? This dude played Mariah. He played Mary. He played Jennifer Lopez. He said, we got Grammys. This dude got busy for the whole crew. He already done beat Fab. Then he just beat all of Dipset. Jadakiss is entering top 5 dead or alive status for real because of what happened last night. But this is also a testament to what happens when you stay together. Dipset is beefing every other week. Dipset don't mess with each other one year to the next. The Lox stayed together. They stayed tight. They keep performing. And you can see the chemistry. You can see the love. You can see the loyalty. That's what happens when you work hard and you perfect your craft. That's what they did, and that's why they won last night. But the truth is, hip-hop did win. But I need to be clear. Jadakiss and the Lox whooped that ass. All right, stay with me, y'all. I got a little bit more to say to you before I let you go.